Hey, what's up, everybody? This is a response from about the whole bodybuilding scene today. The situation with Mack Truck, big 18 wheeler, and Rich Piana, um, Boston Lloyd, RX Muscle, Dave Palumbo. Um, Look, I listened to the Eli or L Fitness TV interview um, with Mack Truck. And to be honest, that interview opened my eyes to the man. He's just being honest. He went to that expo with no intentions of starting anything. Everyone's saying that he was, but if you do your research and look, the guy did show up to the expo, but he showed up, like he said, in his jeans, in his 501 jeans. He showed up with just a couple of his boys, his close acquaintances. If you watch the interview that they had after, the comments they had, I mean, it was all on the guy, Mack Truck, one of Mack Truck's buddies. I mean, he saw that kick coming from that guy, and there was no reason that for that guy to throw that kick. He was, a good 15 feet away from uh, the kid. I almost want to say, he was my age as a kid. I'm 29, and you could see, man, he had to back up and like kind of block that kick, and he saw it coming from a good 15 feet away, and it's almost as if like, come on. I have a puppy, man. I have a puggle, and it's not that vicious. And but I control him. If he gets, he's still attached. He's still got his balls and stuff. So if my dog tries to pop off on a dog at a dog park, I yank the chain. Rich Piana didn't yank the chain. He didn't. I mean, he might have. I don't know. I couldn't hear all the dialogue in the video, but I mean, look, if you got puppies or you got dogs, you need to back them up. Choke. Give them a back them up a little bit because that was unnecessary. I mean, he got mollywopped. That's how we say it over here in San Jose. He got his block knocked off almost by Mack Truck's boys, and he should have. You know, he went for a rib kick. It could have really hurt the guy's ribs. Could have really hurt him. Thank goodness he had good defense skills, and um, yeah, I mean, the whole situation was ridiculous. Look, um, the text messages on Instagram, all that stuff. Like, I'm not even in the game really. I'm just voicing my opinion and listening to all the aftermath of it. It's plain to see if you do your research that Mack Trucks is not really doing all this for. And I don't think not really, but he's not doing it to to make a check. I think he honestly is doing it to uphold his rep, and that's important. That's all we got today is as a man is our word in our balls, as Al Pacino says. And I mean, I don't know. I I really hope people do their research before talking. Um, that's really important, especially now where it's gotten to the lengths of hurting people's feelings and stuff like that. Especially people with family. I have a family, and when you cross that line, there's no really going back. It's plain to see right there that Rich didn't want it, and when you got all eyes on you, you're a totally different person, and at that booth, he felt like he had to, man up, but like, don't man up if you're not gonna if you don't want the trouble. I've been in a lot of altercations in my life, and 9 times out of 10, it's usually my fault. I stick myself in a situation where I know I could get myself into trouble, and it's plain to see that Mack Truck wasn't there to do that. He stopped, like he says, at that boundary line, and Rich Piano was unbuckling or whatever you want to say, what he was doing, taking his watch off or whatever, and went all the way to that boundary to confront the guy, and all he had to do was just throw the blinders on. You're making money, you're doing your thing, all that. The guy only sold 3 shirts, like he said. Rich Piano probably made thousands of dollars that day. And he's going out of his way, when he's got all these people in his line to confront this guy, and that's all ego. He didn't have to do that. Mack Truck could have just went to his next booth, gave a look or whatever. That's normal. You gotta know your surroundings. Like, I understand, but that was all out of fear, I think. Rich Piana taking off his watch and giving his a cell phone to his lady and stuff like that. And Mack Truck makes the statement right there. He goes, I was more afraid of Piana's lady, because Piana's lady's real, and he, like he said, he didn't want to. If she popped off, he didn't want to have to put her down. And the fact is, it's true. All that stuff is relevant. And Piana made a mistake, man. To approach Mack Truck. Mac, he wasn't gonna just let you just go over there and just start yelling at him and punk him out in front of all those people. He wasn't even trying to do all that, but you did all that. You started yelling, let's take a walk, bro. That's the same thing as saying you want beef in the streets, like Big Hoss. You ever watch the Big Big Hoss videos or whatever? That I want beef. He's showing his stuff right after saying. But he's approaching dudes on the streets, and he's you want beef, and the dudes on the street weren't having it. They'll set down their Gatorade bottle, or whatever they have in their hand. Yeah, I want beef, of course. What's up? Like, I'm right here, And Piana saying, let's take a walk outside. That's the same fucking. It's all mumbles. It's just a different language. That's like you saying. Yeah, like, what's up? You want to fight? Same thing. Same thing as saying, hey, you want to take a walk outside? It's on site, as the Mack Truck says. I've only made a few texts in my day on the 29 years on this earth that I've been here, where I've texted a dude and said on site, like green light, and when I see that person, there's no talking. No, I'm not going to take a walk outside. If you're in Best Buy, Costco, Nob Hill, Safeway, whatever. No, it's right there. It's on site. It's on demand. Comcast cable, baby. And Piana got popped. I don't care what people say. Oh, it wasn't a hit. Dave Palumbo says it wasn't a hit. John Romano says it wasn't a hit. Boston Lloyd saying he doesn't know who Mack Truck was. That's bullshit, man. You know who Mack Truck was. He was in the Bigger by the Day videos. Don't fucking act stupid. Don't act like you don't know who he was. The situation. If you have your foot in the bodybuilding scene, then you should know who Mack Truck was. Like, I don't care if you're making money out there, in the bodybuilding game and stuff like that. Like, you got to know what's really up in the air. And in my opinion, Mack Truck's real, man. I'm glad he's in the game right now, and I'm proud of him, because, to be honest, I don't like the egos. And, he puts it all on the line out there, on his videos. Watch his biographies, look at his family and listen to his stories and stuff like that. Like, do your research. Yeah, cool. You got yourself a good, a great YouTube channel, Dave Palumbo. I love listening to, the facts and stuff like that. I enjoy the interviews and stuff like that, because I'm into the sport. I like the sport. But you got to do your research when you bring up another man's name. You're talking about people's, dinner plates, man. That's real. And be it on YouTube or be it on the streets, you got to be careful, man, what you say about people nowadays. And look, I'm excited, man. I'm glad I'm glad there's this tension in the air. It's a palatable. You could taste it. You could feel it. Watching these guys, talk on YouTube, um, going to an event, you can feel that. You can feel it in the air, and that's good, man. It's kind of boring, that whole bodybuilding uh, scene with the bodybuilder, and I don't know what country it was, but it wasn't here in the States, but the guy got upset, and he that judge stood there and got smacked. If you're a judge and a bodybuilder is mad at you and he's coming at you in some straight bikini shit, you better just bounce unless you want to fight. That, that I thought that was a funny video. That was funny to me. You know, and on RX Muscle, John Romano, he he's a you can tell like he's honest, and he's a tough dude. But he said, he talks about stories of backstage things happening in the past and stuff like fighting. But nowadays people have cameras, so yeah, of course it's going to get documented. And the 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 fact remains, and it's clear as day that look, if something's going to happen, it's going to get recorded, it's going to get documented. And if you don't want it, then you need to step, and I think Piana needs a step. I think Boston Lloyd needs to keep his mouth fucking shut. He's too young. And Dave Palumbo is just a guru, So for him to put up anything about another man's beef probably isn't your place. You know, um, I'm a third party. I'm nothing in the game. I'm just voicing my opinion as a fan, and I think it's good for the sport right now. I'm excited to see what happens next. I saw Mack Truck's warning shot, and that was good. Um, and he does just want, if you guys keep your mouth shut, I don't think he's gonna, he won't throw out the warning shot. But you guys, you're poking a lion with a stick. Don't don't think it won't, that he won't, you know, try to bite. That's not what you do. You don't. That's almost bullying someone. Like you're putting his stuff up on YouTube. And you're showing scenes of his biography and stuff. Like, yeah, of course the man's gonna get upset. I would. You know. Boston Lloyd acts like he's not offended by Rich Piana talking about his little dick, but come on, bro. We all know you got a little offended, bro. You're on so much fucking gear, you're just spun out. You're just fucking out of your fucking mind. Talking about uh, being on 3 grams of fucking test and 3 grams of fucking whatever the fuck you on, bro. Like, come on. Like, you probably couldn't even keep your hands up in a fight. Like, your pump would be too strong. You'd want to put your hands down. That's when you get fucking whipped. That's when you get your block knocked off. That's why I don't fuck around with gear. Because you can't fight. But I have nothing against gear. Uh, anyways, man, I'm just trying to put my 2 cents out there. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of fucking people saying I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and stuff. But to be honest, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just here for the sport.